Lizzie and I'm here today in Berkshire for a HMO Experience Day with founder of HMO and Steroids, Pete Licourinos. Now I'm really excited to head in. This is his latest development and he's about a week away from full completion and then tenants move in the following week. So let's go take a look.
Lizzie, how are you doing?
Good, how are you? Nice to see you.
Welcome to our first HMO today.
Thank you.
Come in.
It's exciting to be here. I'm going to just pop this down.
So welcome to our Vegas themed HMO.
Okay.
Each room is themed after a different hotel in Vegas.
Right, you like your themes, don't you?
We do.
Each house always has a different theme.
Absolutely. Themes for us were a game changer.
Yeah.
In HMOs. It just gives each room an identity, the house an identity.
Yeah.
And makes it a bit more fun for the tenants, right?
Yeah, great.
Where do you want to start?
Let's go up.
Cool.
So we're at the Bellagio.
Yes, my favourite hotel from Vegas. Come in.
Oh wow.
I'll let you have a look around.
Wow, it's huge. You've got a lovely ensuite in there as well.
Yes, we've got an ensuite bathroom,
Yeah.
which was part of the original house. We took a small part of it to give one of the smaller rooms an additional wardrobe.
Oh right.
But it's
So
still,
that corner part
you've
there.
got it.
You've.
Yeah.
Okay, really
But
clever.
it's good. It still adds value from a bathroom point of view to the house.
Yeah.
It gives us a bigger bedroom, more rent,
Yeah.
and we saw this gorgeous ensuite.
I really like the tiles.
I put them myself.
Who found? Oh, I was going to say who found them. Was it you? Yeah, they're really nice.
And again, we like greys because they don't offend anyone.
Yeah.
But we like to bring the rooms together with the furniture, which the different colours and the theme,
Yeah.
which you'll see as I show you from room to room.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really lovely. Can I head in and see the
Please.
shower? Oh, so it's still got a bath as well, even though the space is small. That's really good. Everyone loves a bath. I mean, I do.
I do as well.
Once a week, every Sunday. That's kind of my
I have a bath
my
every
chilled
day.
evening. Do you? You have a bath every day? No, I haven't got time for that.
So let me show you the main bathroom in the house.
Okay.
And this basically looks after the two tenants in the rooms next door.
Here, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So you've got a bath in this one as well, which is good.
Yeah, we deal with professionals predominantly. They're our tenant type. And we do find when we do our survey monkeys that a lot of tenants like baths. They like to get home from a hard day and soak in a bath.
Yeah.
And the difference is probably £25 to £50 per room, especially with an ensuite.
So for a higher rent as well,
You've
it
got
makes sense having a bath.
I'll show you the smallest room first.
Okay.
So the minimum room size you probably know for a HMO is 6.5 square metres. This is well over 7.5.
Okay.
This wall was initially part of the hallway, but it was sort of wasted space.
Ah, okay.
So we bought the bedrooms out to make bigger bedrooms, added value to the house as a property, as a dwelling, also added value to the HMO. It gets more rent and it will mean much better accommodation for the tenants.
Okay.
So the smallest room, I'll show you how creative we can be.
Yeah. So they've got their own little walkway almost.
Own little walkway.
Yeah.
On the left they've got their own walk-in wardrobe.
Yeah.
And then as you come in a small space, we still managed to get a double bed.
Yeah.
Lots of storage, their own desk, working area.
Yeah.
And then obviously a nice smart television as well.
Yeah, it's really great. I like the way that you use a different colour as well in each bedroom.
Works, doesn't
but
it?
it still goes with the grey.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, it's really nice. And do you have a team, an interior team helping, or do you do a lot of that yourself?
No, we do. So there's different stages of the process. There's obviously the sourcing process. We source the property below market value for the client. This also had a development opportunity, which I'll tell you a bit more about later. There's then the development, so obviously we have to develop the property, we have to refurbish it, and then there's the furniture part of it. We've got a furniture pack part of our business as well, so The investor can choose the level of furniture pack they want to put in,
Okay.
and then we put it in. We agree a different theme for each HMO, so no HMO is the same.
Yeah.
Every HMO is different, and it tends to work really well.
Yeah, this Vegas one's pretty cool.
Okay, my favourite colour is pink. Let me show you the flamingo room.
Oh, another double wardrobe there.
Yeah,
And so you said,
built in.
and this one's cut out as well from.
That was part of the old bathroom. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
So again,
Really good. Just chopping and changing to maximise the space.
you've got it. In a lot of 1950s, 60s, and 70s houses, the proportion of rooms is terrible.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have these huge bathrooms that are serving no purpose. So we take a bit of space, add value to the property. Again, add value to the room, get more rent.
This is a lovely size still, isn't it?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Really good double. And storage under here as well.
Yeah, more storage.
Yeah.
Everything is provided for the tenant, so they can literally just move in and be happy.
Done. Yeah.
Wi-Fi is working, smart
It
television's
does.
working, lots of storage for their suitcases.
And you give everybody a mask and
We do.
hand
Welcome pack.
sanitizer.
So we provide a welcome pack with each room.
Yeah.
The welcome pack is a bottle of wine, a nice box of chocolates, some sanitizer and some face masks. I think it just represents who we are as landlords and investors.
Yeah.
It makes the tenants feel comfortable and looked after. So it works really well. And just there in the picture frame is our house rules. So as I take you around the HMO, you'll see a variety of different house rules.
Yeah.
And while we want to look after the tenants, we want the tenants to look after the house and look after each other. So it's just COVID safe rules. It's rules all about the internet, the Wi-Fi, laundry, and really just how to all enjoy living together.
Yeah.
It works really well. So welcome to the hub of the house. This is a beautiful kitchen living area. One of my favourites, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
That we've
massive.
ever done.
It's really big.
We've got a utility area to the left,
Okay.
with the washer and dryer.
Yeah.
Obviously the living area here. This room was actually just further hallway space. It was just wasted space. And we put the beam in,
Yeah.
and we've created this huge space.
Yeah.
So they can literally all sit around a table as a family, as a unit, and socialise, have their...
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Like, because they have, so far, all the rooms I've seen, they've all got their own, little private space for lounge. They've got a really good TV set up. But then they can come in here as well and have the option to socialise.
Absolutely.
If they want to.
Yeah, it works really well. We like to encourage our tenants to make the most of their rooms.
Yeah.
And a lot of professionals will like that because they get up at 7, they have a bath or shower, they go to work, they get home in the evening, and then obviously they work and they go to bed. So shared spaces for professionals isn't a necessity.
Like the highest thing on
not
the list.
exactly,
Yeah.
but it's a bonus.
Yeah.
And it works well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I love this space. Everything's integrated. It's just the tiny touches that work really well as well, Liz.
Yeah.
So if you have a look at all the drawers,
Oh, they're all named
spaces,
with
they're all named.
their room name.
You've got it.
Clever.
So-
And you've got a wine rack.
Yeah, there's a wine rack, important.
Yes. That's very important. Very important on my list.
And then obviously we've got the house rules.
Yeah.
Again, laundry, waste guidance.
Yeah.
Tells the tenants everything they need to know.
Yep. I think it's great. And it almost looks like there's more than one cupboard.
There is, yeah. There's at least 2 cupboards for every tenant.
Yeah, which is what you need, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and then obviously the fridge freezers, plenty of fridge freezer space. And you'll see even in the fridge freezers, we've
labelled them.
We've labelled them.
Excellent.
So every tenant knows where their space is.
Yeah.
We very rarely get problems in HMOs, but hey, if you set out the rules and the guidelines from day one, it just makes it a lot easier for everyone.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then we've got a beautiful door to outside. What
Yes.
a gorgeous garden.
Let me show you the garden and let me show you the development opportunity.
Yes, please. Wow, it's huge.
So yeah, beautiful garden.
Lovely.
I think, again, really important post-COVID to provide the tenants with some outside space.
Yes. I'd
which
say that's probably number 1 on the list outside of you know, outside of the bedroom space, the
Absolutely.
next thing is
Yeah,
definitely
it is.
outdoor space, right?
So yeah, from the Survey Monkeys we do, tenants want more living space.
Yeah.
They want desks, working facilities in their room.
Yeah.
They're happy to share a shower or bathroom, but only with one other tenant.
Okay.
So they can then organise who uses it, when, who cleans it,
Yeah.
if it's not an ensuite. And they want garden space,
Yeah.
and they want some space to enjoy the garden, which is
This
really nice.
Certainly some space, isn't it?
It is. A lot of our HMO investors and landlords now, although it's at a cost, they will allow us to put in the fake grass,
Okay.
the astroturf.
Less maintenance, I'm presuming.
You've got it. So, for example, this was around £6,000.
Was it?
But if you look at a monthly gardener of £100 a month over a 5-10 year period, they're actually saving money, and it looks better and it's easier to maintain. So when you look at it with the maths, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good point. And you said there was a development opportunity here.
Yes. So when we saw this property, we fell in love with it for a lot of different reasons. But one of the reasons was, although that fence is there,
Yeah.
Lizzie, we actually put it there. So behind the fence was actually a garage that was in the garden.
This.
You've got it, yeah. So this was part of the garden. Okay. We brought the fence back 1.5 metres.
Yeah.
We've got planning permission to turn the garage, which was a big double garage, into a 2-bed coach house. It's the access point is through a different road.
Wow.
So obviously that was a big part of us being able to get planning permission and seeing the potential. We're going to go up around 6 bricks. We're going to put a double dormer on each side. We've already got 2 parking spaces at the front of the coach house. So downstairs you're going to have a huge living accommodation, all open plan. It's going to be really cool. Upstairs you're going to have 2 double bedrooms and 2 en suites.
Wow, isn't that amazing from a garage?
Yeah.
And so how did you source this property? Because obviously I'm sure when you spotted that is a development dream. How do you find these properties?
Good question. So we have our own online property company,
Okay.
which we attract people that are looking to sell land, looking to sell properties that don't perhaps want to sell through a traditional estate agent.
Okay.
And then I guess one of the key facts to HMO Premier and HMO on Steroids is the relationship we have with estate agents.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been operating in Berkshire and Surrey for over 20 years,
Yep.
we know all the agents,
Okay.
they know we buy quickly,
Yep.
and we work with the best investors. So the minute they get an opportunity like this, they contact us, talk about it, we come and view it straight away, and then if we're interested, we offer. If an offer's accepted, we always go through with it. We never pull out. So an estate agent knows if myself,
reliable.
one of our investors buy it, we're reliable,
Yeah.
and we're not going to pull out. Also, our team will probably view pre-COVID up to 50 properties a week. At the moment, probably between 20 and 25 properties every single week. So we're viewing properties quicker than anybody else, and we're just ready to make an offer if we see something we like. I think we also spot the opportunity.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this property has been on the market for a while.
Wow.
They have. Not many people recognise the opportunity, and so many opportunities are missed. If you haven't got an eye for it, if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
then how would you know that the access to the garage was on a different road? Just looking at the property details, you wouldn't actually know.
Right. Okay.
And that was absolutely fundamental to us seeing the development opportunity in the property. Also, if you look around, there's nobody else in the actual height.
So the vision's not obtrusive.
Not obtrusive at all. And great, you've got 2 parking spaces at the front, you've got access from a different road.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy to get planning, and there's certain criteria that we had to go through, but it was definitely a high five when we got it.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Okay, well, I think we've got 1 more room left, I believe.
have.
I've seen 5 out of the 6.
We have. This was actually the first room to go.
Right.
So we got contacted by one of our builders who said that their brother worked at Fujitsu around the corner in a big business park, and they'd be interested in viewing the property. They viewed it before it went to market, and we agreed a monthly rent of £8.50 a month for the room. So we didn't even market it at the room rate. Come on, I'll show you. Most romantic hotel in Vegas, the Venetian. Come in. Have you ever seen a bigger room?
No, I haven't. It's the studio, isn't it? Wow.
Almost a studio. So it's got its own bed space, television just opposite the bed, its own working space, and obviously this lounge area and
Bougie
cinema.
couch.
You've got it.
Its own table and chairs. Have breakfast there, and I guess you could even have breakfast in the morning and a morning coffee. Just slide your door open, sit in the garden. Wow, that almost feels like its own private little patio. I know it isn't, but it feels
Absolutely.
like that because it's got its own private entrance.
But in the summer, they can just keep the patio open and just enjoy the day away.
Yeah.
I think one thing I would say that we do differently, we put our life and we put our souls and we put our hearts into our properties.
Yeah.
As you can see, everything is thought out really, really well.
Yeah.
And we just like to make a tenant feel incredible. We want to give a tenant accommodation like they've never seen before.
Yeah.
And in return, they give us a good rent. They look after the property. There are less void periods. So we've got a happy tenant, we've got a happy investor. And this property generating over £50,000 income a year is incredible. Talking about gross yield of over 15%, development opportunity on top to boot. Over
That
20,
is really, really impressive.
awesome, isn't it? Over 25 grand a year profit. These numbers are crazy.
Yeah.
And hey, all 6 rooms rented out in 5 days.
Yeah.